Welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah Smith. I went from zero to $300,000 in contract wins in the next 12 months, and I'm going to show you how to do the same. So, today I am going to talk about if you're trying to figure out which agencies to target in government contracting, this is your sign. I've worked with a couple different agencies, and there's many agencies out there. I have not worked with them all. I have barely scratched the surface. But these three always deliver, and I've had a really good experience with 2 out of 3 of these agencies, right? So in this video, I'm breaking down why they're amazing to work with and top 3 services or products they award every single year, and giving you some real talk on how to connect with these 3 agencies. Also, stay till the end for a bonus tip that could literally shortcut your path to winning your first or your next government contract. All right, y'all. So, number 1 is the National Park Services, also known as NPS. And I really enjoy working with NPS. I have never been awarded a contract with them, but there's something that me and my family enjoy about being in the local parks. And a lot of the bids that they put out are very helpful and they also make sense, right? So, the top 3 products I see most often, the National Park Service will put out, majority of the time, it is groundskeeping and landscaping services because all parks have a lot of landscaping that needs to be done. Cutting bushes, lawn mowing, weed whacking, tree prep. I mean, just a lot of groundskeeping needs to be done. We have a very big park here in Buffalo. It's called Delaware Park, and we have many. Casanova. These parks are kept in top tier shape. Like the NPS does a phenomenal job of, making sure trash cans are available, porter potties, construction is being done. Parks are being that are too old are being taken out and replaced with new ones, right? All the portable restrooms are government contracts. So if you're at a local park in your area, I can guarantee you that any porter potty you see now, Delaware Park is more like a trail. You can walk it. I think it's almost 1.9 miles. But anywhere you see a porter potty, it's a government contract, right? And that's where they spend money as well. So landscaping, portable restrooms, and sanitation services, right? And because Delaware Park is a trail, they put out, and this is not, the NPS is all 50 states, not just Buffalo, New York, right? But I like that they're loyal to vendors who deliver because I know colleagues who have won with NPS in the state and have talked about it. I've bidded on NPS contracts, but I've never won. I'm manifesting it. But repeat opportunities seem to be common, which is a really good thing. They also love local and small businesses that are already near the parks, right? That are already close and can provide the service for them. And then they have micro purchases. And this is a gold mine. And y'all know I love micro purchases. And simplified acquisition thresholds are often in place. So there's less red tape with the National Park Service. And think about your favorite park locally or when you go on vacation. Is it is it clean? Are garbage cans placed properly? Are porter potties clean? Um, is the lawn cut? Is there garbage everywhere? Right? When you're taking a walk in your local park, see what you can find government contract wise to be able to provide them a solution, right? If you see that there's a delay in porta potties when you step into one, right? Sometimes they can be absolutely gross, like, oh, but look at it like a solution, right? Try to find the government contract that was won last year so that you can bid on the new porta potty contract and mention all of our porta potties are clean. We provide a solution in sanitation for clean porta potties, right? Because if a company's not coming around and maintaining those units and making sure that they're clean, there's an opportunity for a government contract there, right? And they're very transparent with past awards on sam.gov. And another thing that I really like, they award both seasonal and long term service. So there's flexibility both ways with NPS, and I really enjoy that. I bidded on something that was, I lost, but the woman that I worked with was the sweetest lady I have ever met. Right? Didn't know me at all. Didn't know really know my business. I was a first time bidder. I was in New York. She was in California. She actually gave me one of the best debriefs that I've ever had. Right? It was very detailed, very to the point. And she told me, I can't give you a full debrief, but I can let you know that, you know, here's where you were in the bidding process. Here's where you need to be more organized. Like, she was just overall super helpful. And I really, really enjoyed that. I'm not feeling well. I came on a little bit early because I'm feeling a little down under the weather. I came back from the tooth surgery. It's been 1 week, and I started my journey back into the gym because the tooth situation put me in a situation where I could not work out. Right. And I missed the gym so bad. And it's day 2, and I am exhausted. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm coming down with some kind of cold. I got body aches, shivers. I'm not sure what's going on. I just don't feel good. Right. And I'm like, why do I feel this way? Getting the teeth pulled was okay. The recovery has been like chaos, right? I don't feel good. So I came on a little early tonight, which I am very excited about because I already had this scheduled out for y'all. So National Park Service is my number one, right? So let's talk about number 2. Now, this is my local county. The reason why I love working with them is because the competition is low. Many local businesses still don't understand how to bid, right? And they prioritize local vendors like MWBE, which means minority women owned businesses, which I really love. So they're investing back into the community with minority owned businesses and women, right? I told you, small business makes the world go round. And when you're investing in women and minority as set asides, that is a blessing, and that's a connection you want to make, right? Funds that are set aside just for women and minority is really a blessing. So, another thing that I enjoyed was the fast turnaround when it was time to get paid. Now, it's often faster than federal because federal takes 60 to 90 days, up to 90 days to pay. Um, my local county takes 30 to 35, I would say, and that's a great turnaround time to get paid. If you were in my masterclass on July 24th, you saw how easy it is to read a local Erie County bid. It is straight to the point, right? There's like 9, 10 documents. Everything starts to look the same. It's just a really easy portal to use. And the people in the purchasing department are very helpful and nice to work with, right? I also like that they're open to new vendors and they don't always require like a long performance history. I really like that. And a lot of the contracts that they award on a yearly basis are one really big one is janitorial, because we have so many county buildings that need to be cleaned that janitorial contracts go out all the time for cleaning services for county facilities, DMVs, the courts, municipalities, any county building you can think of, they award that, right? Another very, very popular one is snow removal and seasonal, because we're about to come into a time around October, November-ish, as soon as the bills hit the field, where we're going to be in a situation where the snow is going to pile up, right? And some of those bids are going to start going on right now. So snow removal and seasonal equipment is big, because we really need that equipment and those services based on the weather in this area, right? So we have to be fully equipped ahead of time. That's another popular one. And then office supplies and printers, like small tech installations, those are popular too. I see a lot of those, mostly for like county court buildings, things like that. So I put a quick guide together for you. It is in the chat. So if you look in the chat, there's a quick free guide on all three of the agencies that I love to work with, right? And I do love Erie County. I do. I enjoy National Park Service. I like Erie County, and I think those are two really good picks. So please use the quick free guide to win your next or first government contract. Um, Number 3 is the Department of Homeland Security. And I've never won a contract with them, but I like that they post a lot of stuff for police help, because the police agencies need a lot of equipment, a lot of vehicles, a lot of technical devices like body cams or security cameras in their facility. I like to help out the local police departments, because they're really pouring back into us and they keep the community safe, right? So I would like to win in the future. I have not yet a government contract with a police agency. And I can do that through the Department of Homeland Security, right? So they spend big money, especially in logistics, tech, and facility services. From what I hear in networking events, and this is with most agencies, once you are in, right? Long-term contract extensions are also common. Like if you win a bid for 1 year, you're going to get a contracting officer, if you do a good job, who is going to extend the contract for you and ask you if you would like additional work. And that's a great place to be. You win a contract for a year, you do a good job, and then the contracting officer asks you if you would like to extend the government contract. That is a blessing and a very good place for your business to be in this space, right? I've looked at some of these solicitations, and to me, even though they're a big agency, they post clear solicitations and are great about using set aside programs, because the government sets a certain percentage aside for women owned businesses, minority, hub zone, veteran. All these funds are already set aside. And if they're not spent, they're gone, right? Government contracting, you don't have to chase down your money, it's already there. You need to figure out how to provide a solution, right? On the roadmap, and you are the driver. There is a new masterclass that's coming August 25th with a VIP option, right? The link is in the chat. It is okay to need guidance in this space, right? That is totally okay. So they offer opportunities across all 50 states, and they use multiple different platforms, sam.gov being the biggest one that they use. The Department of Homeland Security, the top three services that they award yearly are security guards and facility access controls, like when you're working to get into an army facility or deliver something that is what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word I'm looking for. Limited access, emergency temporary housing, and tech support services like cybersecurity or help desk or network maintenance. So those are my top three options for multiple different reasons. National Park Services, next time you walk around your local park for exercise for the kids, wherever you may be in the area, right? Take a look around your local park because there's a National Park Service agency for each state. And then come home, get on your laptop or your PC and look up government contracts for the NPS in your area and see how you can help your local parks because Erie County does a phenomenal job of keeping things under wraps in that sector, right? There's not a park that I've been to that, I mean, they do a really good job. All the parks that I choose, right? Casanova Park, Delaware Park, Hoyt Lake, like these are all places that are very clean. They're safe. There's porter potties, events going on. Like I really enjoy NPS. Erie County, they do a phenomenal job too. Bids are easy to read. Their portal is not too complicated, right? I can't stand a complicated portal. It drives me nuts, right? Because there's not what I do for my students in the master class is I go on the local portal of the county that they're in and I teach them how to register in that county and start looking at bids that are helpful. So there is not a local county website that I cannot figure out, right? Some of them are low maintenance and some of them are very high maintenance, but there's not one that I can't figure out because they're all the same. That's what I love about county portals. They may not look the same, but they are the same. If a portal starts to overwhelm me, I'm immediately frustrated, right? Because I'm not perfect, right? I'm, you know, it's a lot to learn when the portals are just too big. So that's what I love about Erie County. And then Department of Homeland Security, they spend big money, and especially in logistics, tech, and facility services. So if you know someone or many people in your networking group or in your life who are struggling with government contracting, share this live with them. Have them come through, comment on videos, like, subscribe, so that I can help them on a journey that can literally change your life in the next 30, 60 to 90 days, right? And forgive me tonight, I am not feeling well. I'm coming off that dental work and I got back into the gym and I do not feel good at all. Um, but just because I'm down on the weather doesn't mean that you're not going to see me at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because when I went down for the dental work, I missed y'all a lot. I was thinking every night, like, I wonder if tonight's the night I can get on live. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take one more night. And that killed me inside because I've wired myself to, overcome and push through, right? Like most of us, we're entrepreneurs. What is rest? Like, what does that mean? What does wind down mean? And one time I told my brother, I'm like, do you know what it means? We're on like a family vacation. I'm like, do you know what it means to wind down? He's like, no, what does that mean? And the way he said it and looked at me, he was so serious. And I felt where he was coming from. Like, no, I don't like I struggle to wind down because the creativity and the inspiration is always coming 24/7 like what bit is next? What's the next video? So I'm extremely blessed to be here and grateful to have each and every one of you. Tonight, August 7th, 2025, we are at 193 subscribers. 0 to 193. So keep subscribing, keep sharing the lives, keep liking. I love that y'all are commenting on things because I see them, right? And this week we had a little hiccup too. My phone has shattered, and I was at the gym and I had my bag on the ground, right? And do you know, I threw the weight down, and when I threw the weight down, the weight fell on top of the bag. And I was like, that cannot be good. I'm like, something's telling me like that's not good. And I opened the bag and I went to grab my phone and click the side button and it wouldn't turn on. The whole thing was shattered, right? So insurance is taking their sweet time when I've had no phone for the last like 3, 4, 5 days. So I've had nothing but creative time and time to like really go back to the 90s, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm checking my Facebook through my laptop. Like, what is going on? So, yes, rough week, right? Just getting back into the gym, feeling like I got hit by a truck, and then my phone breaks. All right, but I'm still here. We're still pushing. I came on a little bit later tonight because I just genuinely don't feel good, right? So, I wanted to touch on those three agencies, and I created a free guide for you. It is in the chat, right? Those three agencies can help you to win your next government contract or your first government contract. Um, let me touch. I want to make sure I got everything. So, a bonus that I have that I want you to think about is the easiest way for you to get your foot in the door with each one of these agencies is to start with a micro purchase under 10K. All right. So, National Park Service, Erie County, or your local county in Department of Homeland Security. Focus on micro purchases that are under 10,000. It's not always going to be a big win from the jump, right? You're going to have to start somewhere small to get your foot in the door and get recognized on the map, right? There are a lot of courses and classes out here through the Small Business Outreach Calendar. I just signed up for something that was free through Wide Area Workflow. That's a tool that the federal government uses to pay you. But there's a lot of complication with that um, with that portal and the understanding of how to process an invoice. So August 12th, that's free and it'll be virtual. So look up on Google Small Business Outreach Calendar. What happens is these agencies all offer like the intro level wins if you position yourself correctly, right? I'll drop a downloadable cheat sheet. It's already in the chat. All right. So make sure that you use this, right? Because it helps you find current open opportunities and ones that are upcoming. And then people don't think about this either, like the networking events or the classes and courses that are being taught on the small business outreach calendar. These are also connections. Like when you're stepping into a room via Zoom, like for instance, my master class, it was like a connection, a networking event, if you will, right? Everybody got to meet everybody else, connect, collaborate, figure out what each person does. When you're in these free workshops, it's the same thing, right? Drop your email in the chat, drop your website in the chat, courses and classes as well. You get the opportunity to network every single day. You never know when you might meet your next subcontractor, right? And I just posted a video earlier because I had to catch up, right? I'm on a like a tracker. So this is my second live. This is my second live today. But I wanted to catch up because of the subcontractor video. I wanted to touch on that topic too. So that was posted earlier, right? Masterclass, August 25th. All right. The quick free guide that I want you to take a look at is in the chat, right? If you're watching on a replay, hashtag replay. I'm going to go and get some rest. And I love you all. I will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you. And whatever you are thinking that is good, think bigger.